My name is Laura Gooding, and I'm the window treatment specialist here at Decor & You. Today I'd like to share a tip with you for things to consider when purchasing window treatments, particularly draperies. Draperies can really add a lot to the overall look and feel of your room. Before making a purchase, ask yourself the question, what am I trying to accomplish here in this room? Would I like to bring in an accent color, for instance, create drama or height in your room, or perhaps you have a beautiful view you'd like to frame out? The design options are endless, so it's important that you know the answers to those questions before you make your decision. Now, let's take a look at East Coast Joe's food truck.
How you doing?
I have a fresh Maine lobster roll.
You got it. Hi, I'm Joe from East Coast Joe's food truck, and this is my kitchen. I built this about 3 years ago. I moved here from St. Croix, West Virgin Islands, and decided I want to start a food truck, and spent about 6 months looking for the right chassis. Found her down in Albuquerque, New Mexico, where she sat for a while. It was a solar-powered empanada truck. I had a whole vision in my head before we got the truck in our possession, and it changed 4 or 5 times. Using every square inch of space is a big deal, especially having a 10 by 6 kitchen and storage, and there's no going back to the walk-in to get something that you may have forgotten for the day, so you have to carry everything you need for the day with you. Counter space is a big deal. Keeping things clean, and on top of, you don't have a prep cook every day to cut your tomatoes. You do all that in the truck when you go out, so counter space was a big deal. Cutting space, redid all the stainless steel inside. On the roof we have 3 240 watt solar panels that feed into this breaker here, that run into this charge controller that breaks it down from 24 volts to a 12 volt system that goes into a battery bank underneath. We have 8 6-volt batteries configured into a 12 volt system that feeds the equipment inside the truck. Did all the plumbing. Added a freshwater tank. The gray water is underneath, drained from the outside, redid the flooring, and here she is. We sat and really thought about what Denver doesn't have, and it's fresh seafood. Coming from the East Coast, it's something I missed, and even down in the Caribbean, we imported about 70% of our shellfish and lobster, my former restaurants. Lobster rolls just make me think of the East Coast summertime, and something I wanted to do. I enjoy the flexibility. It's in a different environment every time we go somewhere. My menu can change. It's not branded to one thing. We're at Anschutz Medical Center today, and we're dealing with students and doctors and physicians and whatnot, and we could be sitting at a brewery and dealing with a totally different environment. Everything that we serve comes in the day of, flown in from the East Coast, either from New Bedford, Massachusetts, York, Maine, or Louisiana. We have a lot of shrimp coming in from Louisiana right now, and crab meat. Other than that, we use a lot of locally sourced beef. It kind of just goes on how I feel that day. Today, we started our day around 6 o'clock, ran our errands, went to UPS to pick up our lobster meat for the day, and spent about 2 hours inside the kitchen prepping and whatnot, cleaning up and heading on out. I don't have any staff. What you see is what you get. I touch every piece of food that goes out, and I take a lot of pride in that, where others cut a lot of corners, and we try and keep the integrity of what we do. The food truck industry is booming right now. When we started 2 seasons ago in 2013, there was probably maybe 30, 35 trucks on the road, and I'd say we're probably pushing over 100 now. It's great. The awareness is there. People are comfortable ordering from food trucks. Media has definitely helped that. You meet a lot of people, a lot of East Coasters. They're excited to try something that they remember from home that they see on the menu, and we have a lot of regulars that we interact on Facebook, and they schedule their schedule around us, to come out and have lunch and whatnot, and it makes me feel really good about what we do. It's a different way of thinking too. You're moving constantly. The vehicle's moving, your kitchen's moving, so things don't necessarily stay still when you're out and about. Where you put it when you left the kitchen, it may not be there when you stop. You can find our schedule on Facebook or at www.eastcoastjoes.com. We do a lot of catering and private events, and hope to see you soon.